Samporasun. This is the wonderful greeting that I heard echoing throughout my time there in the mountains with the family, the Federation of Traditional Healers of Indonesia. And when a person entered in the space or was presenting, they said, Samporasun. And with such exuberance, everyone replied, Rampes. What a beautiful way to acknowledge each other with such spirit and such devotion. As I shared in my previous video, it's going to take me some time, so please be patient, to share about the different aspects of my journey and highlighting some of the most touching moments of my presence being there. If you're watching this video for the first time and you haven't seen the previous ones, please go check them out, but I will give a small introduction. Earlier this year, I've met two people of the community, and upon meeting, they asked me to consider becoming a member of the Traditional Healers Network of Indonesia. And I accepted. And they said, you have to meet the family. You have to meet the community. They're all looking forward to meeting you. It just so happened that I was able to be there at an event where I could see hundreds of the community coming together from various cities throughout Indonesia, even as far as East Java. This took place in the mountains of Bogor, and it was a beautiful setting, a retreat-like center in the mountains, running water from the river nearby. It's such a place where you can feel so much dedication and devotion to making this place available for the community to come together. I remember when I first entered into the area, this one young brother, he basically ran up to me and we quickly embraced, and we just looked into each other's eyes, and you could feel the brotherhood, the acceptance. Welcome, brother. Welcome to this space. We weren't speaking the same language through our mouths, but we were speaking the same language through our hearts. And as if we were waiting for years to see each other again. That was the kind of expression that was there for me. And I remember as I was greeting each person, there was a smile on their face. He's here. David is here, or Mr. David is here. And I heard whisperings in language of curiosity and saw the young people looking, eyes wide open, possibly thinking, oh, we have a visitor, a new face. I have to say the reception was exceptional. It was quite special, and I'm really grateful for each and every person that I encountered. As they would say, as I was learning language, I was also, the Bahasa, you would say, terima kasih. But they were like, for us in this region, we say, hatur nuhun. And when I started sharing the language, everyone got excited. Oh, he said, hatur nuhun. I see faces turned around from their conversations and look and smile, and cameras start coming out, and people are wanting to capture this moment. Our guest is here. Let's welcome him. It's quite dynamic, quite special. I had a chance to spend some time at the river, which was a very opportune moment to just connect with the land, which is super important to me, to connect with the land and acknowledge all that it took for me to get there, the arrangement, all the hands all the thoughts and efforts that came together collectively. And I remember meeting the director, Kidaru, and it was clear we've been waiting to meet each other for quite some time. And the energy, it was beyond words. Each group of people that were coming in, they brought in a wave of energy and excitement. It was festive. And the anticipation of something magical. People traveled from many kilometers away. I found out that there was one particular group. They do not wear sandals or any footwear. They travel by barefoot, and they do not use transportation. And it took them days to arrive there. And I just looked at them and wow, that's amazing. And we had an opportunity. There's probably hundreds of photos out there in social media. I have no idea where they are. So many people took photos to capture this moment. And I think I would probably say it's a very historical moment. This event is the first international traditional healers network event. And my presence being there opened up that channel. There's a lot of opportunities that's going to come from this. Once those things are formulated, you can trust me, I will be sharing. But the things that I'm already receiving in my mind and my heart, it's going to be phenomenal. That's all I can say right now. It's going to be phenomenal. So I'm going to just share a little bit about the beginning of the event, and then we're going to pause because everything was just a layer. Each one was just a build-up of what was to come for the next hour, and it was quite dynamic. I remember there was a devotional prayer. As many of you know, that majority of the citizens and the people of Indonesia, I think it's predominantly Muslim, and they acknowledge the Muslim prayer, a Muslim prayer, and then one of a prayer of their tradition as well. And wow, the spirit, it was when you heard the purity of the words or the songs being expressed, you heard clarity, you heard peace, you heard love, or I should say you felt it. I felt it. And you could feel it was just bringing everyone together, and some people were sitting in a meditative state and just swaying, and as they were singing collectively, and some people were just in the posture of just holding the energy. It was it's quite dynamic. And I can appreciate the way they came together, the way we came together for each other. And even during different moments, people were still coming in because people were traveling from far. I mean, it takes a while to get there. Even if you're in the city, it takes a moment to get up there. And so people were coming in, and you could see a bit of a uniformity in the symbol, as you see here, of their federation, of their network. And you could, the one thing that captured my attention was the high degree of warrior and energy that came into the space, like warrior healers. Like, we're here to preserve the integrity of our tradition. I mean, you could see the determination in their eyes, also mixed with humanity. To fight for them to fight, this also means to heal. You also have to heal. So you're not just some destructive force just doing things because you can or you have the ability. When necessary, we must protect ourselves. But for the majority of the time, we're here to heal. And I could feel that as people were coming into the circle. After the devotional songs, there was a young woman who sang, that was sweet. Her voice elevated the space. I mean, we were already at like rising up, and then her voice just elevated, and people were acknowledging her with money. And I've seen this tradition all around the world. You bless the person with money, you put it on their head, on their shoulder, on their feet. You've seen this as a common practice, like, bless you, you've touched us. And again, I see people, their head goes back and their eyes may close, they're just smiling and just really bringing a collective energy for all of us to enjoy each other's presence. And then to build up on that, and I'll conclude this video for this, there was some amazing dancers. And I could see very clearly how the dance and the martial arts are like this. And the opening move what the young woman did, that she did for about 1 minute, I was like, yeah, that's the martial arts right there. I could see it. And then she went into a soft movement and flowed. But you could see in the beginning, she was boom, boom. They were like kicks or blocks, or stances where I could see the integration of the dance inside this performance. I could see the martial arts system. And I didn't know fully what was coming. I said, I know there's going to be some Silat presentation going on because I could feel it. And actually after that, they did I believe it's 5 decrees of Silat. I don't know them yet. I will be learning them. And one of them, I could feel in my mind that they were saying something like, we are the stewards of tradition for the preservation of our people. That's what it felt like to me. Like I said, I have to ask for the translation, but this decree is shared in the beginning and everyone is chanting or saying it together. So you're hearing a collective voice. One person leading and everyone is moving together in one voice. That brought an energy like we're ready now. So Thank you for checking in. Thank you for listening. I have a whole lot more to share. It's very dynamic, as I shared. And I'm gonna do my best to recall the highlights, and so that you can get a sense and feel what it was like for me to be there and to witness the joy of life. I call the joy of life, the celebration of life with this family. Ikatan, Dukun, Nusantara. Ikatan means the federation. Dukun is the professionals of the healing arts, martial arts, and etc. And Nusantara is the original name for Indonesia. So Ikatan, Dukun, Nusantara. So I feel so blessed to be able to connect in the way that I did. And as one of my beloved elders said, you've met your tribe. It's true. I've been on a lot of journeys in this world. And I could say, if I could say it like this, I finally met my tribe. We all going to do some good things and some great things together, and we're going to transform a lot in our efforts. And I'm looking forward to it. Stay tuned. And remember to transmit at the highest frequency possible.